Okay, after some technical difficulties here, it is November 5th, 2025. Man, this camera is jacked up. It's so messed up. This shirt's all messed up. Everything's messed up. Make it not messed up. Remember the 5th of November, the whole Guy Fawkes thing in France. Blowing up Parliament and all that stuff. Hey, Tilly. You're not the one that needs to be in my lap, girl. You're too big. Lap dog. You're not a lap dog, even though you want to be a lap dog. All right, so the big news everybody's concerned with, the mayoral election in New York City. We have this Mondani, I think that's what his name is, not sure, 33-year-old, 33. He is supposedly a socialist. Everybody's worried. He's going to ruin New York. He's going to destroy New York. If he does, he does. You know, more than half the people voted for the guy in an election where there are 3 candidates. That's not easy to do. So, it is what it is. You get what you want. Now, I tend to think that ain't gonna be nothing to worry about, because you got last time I looked, 152 billionaires with a B, as in boy, as in Bitcoin, in New York City. So how long is it before Mr. Mondani gets to sit down and, have some lunches, some dinners, maybe gets to go to a Great Gatsby party, invited to something special, and gets to hang out and schmooze with the big wigs? See, the mayor is not going to control anything. Yeah, you've got some power, you can run the police force, things like that. Ultimately, when you're sitting in the room with all the money and all the powerful people who own everything, who own everybody, who run things, do you really think he's going to have a lot of power? Do you really think he's going to be in control and be able to carry out the agenda on which he was elected? No. Does anyone? No. Because it's all WWE. All of it. World Wrestling Entertainment. It's just world entertainment from the perspective of politics. So I would not worry, Franny. I would not worry too much about it. Let's get this person out of the way so I can get the mail. And she's looking for squirrels, because she loves the squirrels up here, because there's walnuts everywhere. Yeah, so more things change, the more they remain the same. It's just how it is. Money will influence any of these elected officials. They want to be in power, and they like to have power. They like to be schmoozed. They want to feel like they're important, and that's why they run. Because a lot of people who run for high office, they have a big ego, and they need to be stroked. And I guarantee there'll be a lot of stroking going on with this guy. So I wouldn't worry too much. It's a big city to change. It's a huge city. I don't know what the economy is. There's a lot going on there. And like I said, with 152 billionaires, this guy will end up rich. When you think about it, ask yourself what you would do. You go to work every day, you do the same thing, and you worry about bills, you worry about who's going to screw with you next and disrupt your life path, and you deal with that stuff as it comes every single day. And you think, man, someday I'm going to win the lottery. Someday, look at this, you got a 1 in 300 million chance to win the lottery, and everybody tries to do it. Instead of making changes every day, because you can see the results every day. Okay, you might get lucky. You might win the lottery. You might make it big in crypto. You might play your cards right and everything works out, and now you're a millionaire. Well, $1 million doesn't go very far. Inflation, when you live in a fiat monetary system, a vampire casino, very hard to make that last when they create more of it. All right, shut it down. Wrong order. Let me fix this a little bit. There we go. Need my crew in here to fix this all up. Yeah, sidekick. So nothing is probably going to change, because has anything changed? Everybody complain. Hang on. Get that out of there. Okay. Because you think about every election cycle, It's panic mode. It's, oh my gosh, this person's so horrible. We can't let that person get in office. And every side thinks the same thing. Both sides think that the other person who is running is going to be the most evil person in the world. Speaking of which, Dick Cheney passed away. Dang it. But again, did he go to jail for his crimes? No. 9/11? Project for the New American Century? No. I mean, this is a war criminal. Absolute war criminal. And did he go to jail? No. No, he got to die. In an old age. Shoot somebody and while on a hunting trip. It's all good. No worries. And so life goes on. The cycle continues. People are going to do what they're going to do. Human nature stays the same. And it doesn't matter who gets elected to New York. He's going to get to go to those schmooze with the big boys, and they're going to be friends and be nice. And, they're not going to be mean and push back and all the rhetoric. That all goes away. It's all good in the ring. It's good for entertainment. It's good for the masses. It's good for the people paying for the ticket and the seat. But after the show, and I've seen it firsthand, I used to work in an establishment. And after the WWE would come to town, all these guys that were sworn enemies in the ring, they're standing at the bar, looking at the ladies, drinking beer together. And that's just what happens. It's no different in politics. No difference whatsoever. Because if I were in charge, you'd be in jail. Just saying. That's just how it works. It's all about the seat of power and pulling strings and enriching yourself and taking care of your family, taking care of your legacy, taking care of the things that matter most to you. And you have more ability to do that when you are in a seat of power. And therefore, people seek that out. And you may go in with good intentions, but man, if you just go with the flow and you just do it this way, you're a smart guy. You got in this position because you are a smart guy. Not everybody's as smart as you. And, a lot of people need to be told what to do. See, these are the conversations, because they're just not as smart as you. See, we're different. We're different kinds of people. And, it's up to us to be caretakers and custodians for all of those people who they're just ignorant to what to do. And they just don't know. But we know. And so, we can make things go smoothly for everybody. And hey, you know what? We deserve to be rewarded for our intelligence, for our abilities. We're here for a reason. And that's the kind of thing that happens. Why not make yourself a little better off? Yeah, there's plenty to go around. And so you end up being a multimillionaire, and you're comfortable, and they leave you alone. You just, go with the flow. Just kind of don't upset the apple cart too much. Or you might take a bullet. That happens when you don't play by the rules and you try to change things a little too quickly. I'm not talking about a graze. I'm talking about an actual bullet. Boom. That's the kind of thing that happens. So I wouldn't fret this stuff. I mean, really, because ultimately, if it is horrible and it becomes a socialistic city and, everything falls apart, well, it's a good lesson. It's something to be learned from. No worries. Why worry about it? I don't worry about it. I don't live in New York. I would not choose to live in New York. I would make the decision to leave New York. And people have done that. People have done that in Illinois. They choose not to live in Illinois because of certain things. I happen to live in a wonderful part of Illinois. There are pockets of beauty everywhere. There are pockets of good people everywhere, and you find them. And what's tolerable? You find out, it's a lot better than living in a lot of places. And it really is. In states that are conservative. So, anyway, you make your own heaven is really what it comes down to. It's up to you to create peace, to create happiness in your own life. And you're going to have forces that come at you. Some of them are fictitious. Some of them are just nothing more than scripted theater that don't really impact your life. This is one of them for me. What difference does it make? So I'm not going to fret it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to waste energy on it, even though I'm talking about it. But I'm proving a point, or making a point at least. Maybe not proving it. Hi. See, seek out the joy. Oh, I love you too. You're going to get groomed in 2 days. Oh, yeah, you love that. Get your teeth brushed and trimmed up. I need to get groomed. And somebody needs to groom me, man. This thing's getting out of hand. It's getting a little long. I need to shave it down a little bit and get it nice and trim. I'll be sure to do that for happy hour on Friday. with the lovely Litecoin Lisa. Thanks for joining last night. I hope you're feeling better. It sounds like you are, so I'm glad for that. So don't fret it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Focus on the things that you can control in your own life. It's your life. It's your path. You've got all the truth inside of you. You just have to, sometimes you got to face some dark things. And once you do, that light will shine. And just be honest with yourself, be honest with everybody else, and be authentic and be truthful. And, just tell it like it is. That's really what it is. That's all there is. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. It's a beautiful day here. It's the last warm, well, it might still be a little bit warm the next couple of days, but we've got some rain coming in, and we'll see how that goes. It's going to start cooling off last night. Got the oil changed in the Digibug, or I changed the oil in the Digibug. I'm not paying $100 for somebody to change my oil. See, choices, decisions. I choose not to give my energy to that stuff. I went to the thrift store yesterday, bought 2 shirts, button-up shirts, nice shirts, and a pair of pants, Duluth trading pants. I mean, those have to be expensive. I don't know, because I don't price out expensive things. But I got the Duluth pants, looked like they're brand new, never worn. The shirts, one was a little worn, but not bad. It's usable. For me, it's my style, baby. Broken in. And then I got another one that looked almost like new. Those 2 shirts and that pair of pants cost me $6.50 out the door. I mean, that's just how I roll. There's no sense wasting energy on full price things. Why would I do that when it serves the same purpose? It doesn't make sense to me. That's my path. That's my journey. I would rather take that energy in the form of dollars, that you've earned and made through your labor, through your energy. I would rather take that and, use it for something else valuable. Maybe like Litecoin or Digibyte. Sound money for the digital age. Litecoin. Digibyte, man, looks to be finally people are paying attention to what value is really there. Again, an undervalued asset. Very undervalued asset. Still undervalued asset. And be undervalued for a long time. Litecoin, same thing. Very undervalued asset. Seek those things out. Find those things. And put your energy into those things, because those work. Those are useful. Useful things. Okay, rambled long enough. I hope you have a wonderful day. I really do. I love you all. Trust yourself. You got everything you need inside. Look inward, get calm, get silent. Block out the noise, because none of that matters. What matters is what's in here, because you're going to take that with you wherever you go. That's you. And know yourself and discover who you are and live the life that you were born to be, and take that path. It's your path. Walk it. All right. Have a wonderful day.